the dance of flames, heat, and destruction. Encountering fire in our dreams often reflects strong emotions, transformation, destruction, or passion. An uncontrollable fire can herald rebirth, while a devastating fire can create a sense of anxiety and loss. So, what does it mean to see a fire in your dream? How do different cultures and ancient teachings interpret this powerful symbolism of fire? Let's delve deeper into this intense dream. In Islamic dream interpretations, fire is often associated with discord, corruption, war, debate, torment, or sinfulness. An uncontrolled and burning fire can indicate major discord, disagreements, or divine punishment. A fire that devastates a place can symbolize a major disaster or the unfortunate outcome of an event. However, a fire that does not harm but illuminates or warms can be associated with knowledge, wisdom, guidance, or abundant sustenance. A fire in the house can indicate family problems or loss of property. Escaping the fire signifies relief from troubles or repentance for sins. In Sufism, fire is often associated with the burning manifestation of divine love, the burning of selfish desires, fana, purification, and spiritual transformation. Fire can sometimes represent the divine attribute of majesty, kahar, and sometimes the attribute of jamal, grace. The fire that consumes the soul symbolizes the process of liberation from worldly attachments and the annihilation of the ego, fana filah. However, this destruction also leads to spiritual purification and rebirth. The fire of love represents the divine passion within the servant's heart and the deep longing for God. This dream is a message that the believer is progressing on their spiritual journey, purifying their ego, and experiencing the power of divine love. In Indian philosophy, fire, or Agni, is often associated with transformation, purification, destruction, rebirth, creative energy, and karma. Fire is both a sacred purifying and destructive force. Seeing fire in a dream can indicate a major transformation in one's life, shedding old habits or identities and preparing for a new beginning. Uncontrolled fire can symbolize intense emotional outbursts or the challenges of clearing karmic burdens. Surviving the fire unharmed suggests that one will overcome these challenges and become spiritually stronger. Agni yagnas, fire rituals, symbolize purification and divine grace. Therefore, seeing fire in a dream can sometimes be linked to divine intervention or a spiritual message. In ancient Egypt, fire was a symbol of both creation and renewal, the son of Ra, and destruction and punishment, the wrath of Sekhmet. Dreams of fire were often associated with the rise of divine wrath, disaster, war, or chaos. For pharaohs, such dreams could be a warning that divine wrath was upon them, that their enemies would overwhelm them, or that a great disaster was impending in their kingdom. For commoners, they could be interpreted as a harbinger of disease, famine, or personal disaster. However, in some cases, fire could also be associated with divine protection or the process of transformation experienced in the realm of the dead. This dream encouraged the person to make offerings to the gods and perform rituals to protect against evil forces. In Western dream interpretation, fire is a powerful and versatile symbol. It is often associated with passion, anger, destruction, transformation, purification, energy, or creativity. An uncontrolled fire can indicate suppressed anger, intense emotional outbursts, burnout, or a life situation spiraling out of control. However, a controlled fire, for example, a fireplace fire, symbolizes warmth, comfort, energy, or creative potential. Recovering from a fire signifies overcoming challenges or emerging stronger from a crisis. Psychologically, fire can reflect a person's inner conflicts, a desire for change, or the need to break free from old habits. In Asian cultures, fire is often associated with transformation, purification, passion, destruction, and rebirth. In China, fire is linked to yang energy, symbolizing dynamism, movement, and power. Seeing fire can often signify major change, career advancement, or the rapid resolution of a situation. However, wildfires can also signify disasters or emotional turmoil. In Japan, fire is associated with purification and spiritual cleansing, for example, Goma fire rituals. In Buddhist philosophy, fire can be seen as the burning of sensual desires, the source of dukkha, enlightenment, the purification of worldly attachments, and the realization of emptiness, or sunyata. Generally, in the Asian dream tradition, fire dreams convey a message about the need to focus one's inner energy, desire for change, and spiritual development in the pursuit of balance in one's life. Dear dream travelers, we have reached the end of our journey into this mysterious and profound world of dreams. As you can see, our dreams are not merely the product of sleep. They are also ancient messages whispered to us by our subconscious, our soul, and universal wisdom. Each dream can be a mirror we hold up to our inner world, a guide to confronting challenges we face, or an invitation to discover our potential. Remember, these interpretations are wisdom filtered through the accumulated knowledge of different cultures and beliefs, observed and interpreted over centuries. However, only God knows the most accurate and definitive interpretation. May your dreams guide you and help you find inner peace. Until we meet on our next mysterious journey, goodbye.